What exactly are tulpas? Tulpas are basically figures that just appear in our minds through intense concentration and spiritual practice. This has been a known thing in Buddhism. In fact, many of you have a tulpa without even knowing it. So, you've basically already channeled one intuitively. Your comfort character from your desired reality could even be one. However, I just wanted to clear up some things before I go any further on that. When you look up the definition of what a tulpa is, you often see pictures of weird figures, whether it's an alien like figure or just some disfigured person. However, that's all subjective. Yours could just look like a normal person. In fact, my significant other from my waiting room is my tulpa, my 5'10, brown haired, Taylor Swift looking honey. She actually is someone I barely know in the CR personally. I really only know her name, her appearance, and that she's my comfort character's sister. However, there's way more meaning with her variant, aka my version of her. A few months ago, when she actually was introduced to me, it was still back when I was still trying to shift to my desired reality, which was my desired past DR. She would form right in front of me and watch over me as I was laying down doing my shifting attempt. After I would shift my attention towards her, yes, pun intended, I would often get remote viewing experiences. Whether if I was remote viewing alternate realities or my desired reality, I would always make huge progress on my journey through her. This did not happen just one time. This would happen repeatedly on multiple occasions. I would even get very vivid dreams too. This was around the time when I was still friends with Syria. And for those of you who do not know her, long story short, she's just an old specific person and old friend that turned on me. Despite my hardest efforts, Syria was never the person that had my best interests, and she never saw my true worth. Always disrespected my worth, and she's one of those people that wants everyone to listen to her problems, but never once would have the empathy to listen to others talk about theirs. One day we had an argument, and it was just me sharing my frustrations with the way I was treated, and that's when I turned on her that exact day, very justifiably. Had to put the knife in her back before she could put it in mine again. Then my true best friend started talking to me, which is my intuition. Your intuition is always going to be your best friend, guys. Remember that. It was telling me to shift to a waiting room first, and that maybe everything that's happening was for the best. Guess who was watching over me the whole time? My significant other, aka my tulpa. Then, after talking to my good friends, James and Thomas, about it, that's when I really started to develop feelings for her. When I would talk about her, I would get such an immense feeling of calmness and relief. Not only that, she even put me back on focus with my main comfort characters. They were always going to be my new reality regardless, but just the only difference now is that I have a even bigger role in their lives. Because she's the sister of one of them, that automatically puts me in the family. I was all like, wow, this all makes so much sense. Then the rest is history. That's when I scripted my waiting room and everyone and everything that's going to be in it. That's also the same time when I really started to show my Swifty side, and everything has just fallen into place. I am going to shift through her. This is a path that truly is mine now. The best part is that I never felt like I had to make this all work. It all just came just so naturally and organically. Same thing with you guys. If you've ever listened to my life experience here, you guys truly always say you relate to them and everything, and I always get flattered. And after listening to this one, and feel yourself relating as well. Maybe your comfort character, whether if it's a significant other, friend, maybe they are your tulpa, and they'll help you shift. The only way to find out if they are your tulpa is one, are they showing up in front of you, even without visualizing or intending to? Every time they are in your presence, are you always making progress on your shifting journey, or spiritually in general? Do you feel a sense of safety and security when with them? Last question. Do you feel like you're being led more towards your purpose with them, and they are not standing in front of it or taking you away from it? They're leading you towards your true path. I'll leave that all up to you to figure out. Let me know in the comments though. By the way, I was able to successfully hallucinate my tulpa, aka my significant other, again, last night when I was watching TV. So when I was watching TV last night, I was laying on my bed, and next thing you know, she's right beside me. She's laying down sideways with her head resting on her hand, and honestly, it was so vivid, man. Like everything felt just so real. She was in the dress I intended for her to wear, which was a long blue dress, and I was touching her legs and everything. And not only that, of course, I also came on top of her and did some 18 plus positions, and it was just so cool, man. The whole thing lasted for about an hour and 10 minutes. I could feel everything. And it's not really a hallucination by any means. It's just I cannot find a better term for it. But it's highly possible that they are occasions, of course, where she shifts to me. And honestly, this is the most recent experience, which was last night. The one before that was at the movie theater when she was eating popcorn. All I gotta say is I'm really, really close, guys, and I truly believe it.